All right, all right. Good morning, everyone. I just realised my camera's not entirely straight. There we go. Thanks, everyone, for joining. We've got loads of people in the chat. Forgive me, my laptop, it does need replacing sometime soon. Also, I've not been very well, so my lips are dry. I'm not in a good state, but I'm hoping you guys can see past that on this stream. Good morning, Freddie. Good morning, mate. What are we doing? We are going to look at my team because I've got some issues. Great win against Norwich, mate. What a game. What a game. It probably got lucky, to be honest, to win it. But, yeah, what a game. Alexandru, good to see you, my friend. Owen, I think I'm going to be on wood, but I've got two ways I could play it this week. I could bring in Haaland as well. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Callum, good to see you, man. Blessings to you too. Utility Massage, good to see you. Nixie, Laura, Lucken. Huge. Been up. Blame the F1. It's been back, hasn't it? Old Lando's on pole. Sorry if I've spoiled that for anyone. All right. Here's my team. Little bit caught in two minds as to what to do with it. I made a team selection video where I said there were two options that I could go with my team. In fact, before we do that, I'm just going to tweet that I'm live now, if that's all right. If you can bear with while I do a tweet. I'm going to do a tweet. Live now. Hashtag FPL. There we go. Good morning, Dan. 0 Nottingham Forest players. Yeah, I've had tripled Forest all season, to be fair. So I'm just gonna sort my team out a sec. Who's this? You can go. So yeah, I'm a little bit caught in two minds as to what to do with this team this week. So I can get rid of Palmer. I can get rid of Palmer, Trent, and Cunha. Get Haaland, Cliver, and a Bournemouth defender. And then I play 5-3-2. Or I can use just two transfers to sell Trent and Cunha. Actually, no. I could sell Rodgers and Cunha and bring in Cliver and Evan Nilsson. So I'm kind of caught in two minds as to what to do with my team this week. By the way, I'll be wildcarding in Gameweek 31. So I'm just going to see, because I've probably been done in with price changes. Good time to use it, Ben, will be Gameweek 33. Gameweek 34, sorry. Blank Gameweek 34. So we get rid of Palmer and we get rid of Cunha. And we bring in Haaland, obviously. We bring in Clivert. Oh, and I've only got 4.4 million. Ooh, I'm gonna have to bring in Zabani then, rather than Housen. So that's gonna be my team if I do that. So I have a back five of Gabriel, Robinson, Greaves, Zabani, and Aina. Semenyo, Mbumo, Clivert, Wood, Haaland. So that's option number one, right? 5 at the back, not amazing, but it is what it is. Option number 2 is we sell... Yeah, he's just been suspended, Nixie. I think he'd be fine. Option number 2 is... Oh, I'm selling the wrong player here. Restore. Option number 2 is we do Rodgers to Clivert. And then Cunha to a striker that I can afford. Which looks like I can just about get to... with 6.2 million in the bank. I can get Raul Jimenez. I can get Evan Nilsson. Who's Raul got next week? Arsenal. Yuck. We don't like that. But then I could bench him next week. So yeah, we go Raul Jimenez, Evan Nilsson, Welbeck. We get one of the cheap strikers in basically. And that's my play. So I either make 3 or 2 transfers. If I have this team, I have... Oh, go away. I have Gabriel, Robinson, Greaves, and Aina at the back. Clivert, Semenyo and Bumo Palmer in midfield, and then Wood and maybe Evan Nilsson up front. So it's a 4-4-2 versus a 5-3-2 for me in my team this week. Average Joe, mate, it was huge, wasn't it? That's probably why I sound a bit croaky today, because I was absolutely buzzing. Yeah, pretty incredible win. I hope so, mate. I'd captain Chris Wood, Alex. I'd captain Chris Wood. Thinking of getting rid of Salah. Yeah, I wouldn't get rid of Salah. Munetzi, yeah, decent. Thank you, FPL Diamond, my friend. Oh, we've got 86 people in the chat already. People loving the FPL stuff, it would seem. If you haven't already, please leave a like rating on the stream. And all you have to do to take part in the chat is subscribe. So I'd appreciate it if you could leave us a like rating and subscribe. Cheers, everyone. When is the biggest double game week? It will be game week 33, most likely. But we won't know who doubles until after the game week 30 deadline. Who would you? Yeah. I'd captain Haaland. If you bought Haaland, you've got to captain him, haven't you? Quite simple, really. Mate, Rob Dickey, he should have got sent off. I tell you what, I went to the game, very happy with the result, don't get me wrong. But we could have quite easily lost that game. Like, Norwich had 3 or 4 really good chances to score. They put up, I think, over 2 XG. We had just over 1. I know XG is not everything. And we should have had a man sent off and they should have got through. So, yeah. George Earth, he's doing all right for us. He's had some big moments, but overall I wouldn't say he's played all that amazing, really. Good to see you, Sally. I hope you're doing well. Isak, Gakpo and Trent to Haaland, Evan Nilsson and Guardiola. Nice. Are you bringing in Haaland? I don't know, quite simply. I don't know. If that was the real FPL Harry, tweet me, because I've usually got a fake FPL Harry that comes into my chat. I don't think that's Chris Wood. I don't think that's FPL Harry, sorry. So yeah, my 2 options for my team basically are what you're looking at here. So 4 at the back, Gabriel, Robinson, Greaves and Aina. Clivert, Semenyo, Mbumo and Palmer. And then Wood and possibly Evan Nilsson up front. And then if I go 5 at the back, if I go for Haaland, I have to have 5 at the back. So I'll have Gabriel, Robinson, Greaves, Zabani, Aina. 3 in midfield of Clivert, Semenyo and Mbumo, and I'd have to sell Palmer. So yeah. I just can't afford Bruno, mate, average Joe. I'd love him, but I just don't have a reasonable way of getting him in, I don't think. So what happens if I sell Trent for Zabani? That just means using it like an extra transfer that I don't necessarily need to make. 9.1 for a striker. Then if I remove Clivert, yeah, I guess I could do that. That's quite interesting because Trent is out for the season, isn't he? Oh, sorry, not out for the season, but out for a while. He's got Arsenal. I tell you what, ladies and gents, that's not too bad. So then we look at what forwards I can get. 6.8. Wisser's there. Raul's there. It's not bad, is it? And then I've got Bruno. Who's Bruno got in 30? Forest. Not all that excited about Forest. What do you guys think based on what I've showed you? I think I should just make 2 transfers. I think I should just do Rodgers for Clivert and Cunha to Evan Nilsson. I'm thinking I should just do that. Yeah, Owen, absolutely, mate. I think it's okay. A lot of people will be doing that. Sorry, I've been focusing on my own team, so I haven't Haven't read the chat too much. Isak, Trent, Salah, Gakpo, Dango to Kluivert, Evan Nilsson, Guardiola, Haaland and Bruno. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think you should try and minimise hits where possible, though. But I don't mind that. What do you think of getting 8 Nori? I don't back Wolves defensively enough, to be honest. I'd get Agbadu because he's dirt cheap, but outside of that, I'm not sure what I'd do, really. I like the last option. Yeah, but then I'm wildcarding in 31, mate. So I get it, but I just wouldn't. I don't want to buy a player that I'm going to bench next week. He's not just back from injury, though, John, I don't think. Sorry, I was trying to keep up with the chat. 8 Nori or Milenkovic? Milenkovic. Oh, Wood or Bruno, captain? Probably say Wood. Took -8 to field 11 players. Yeah, fair. I think Haaland is essential. You think he's essential? That's interesting. I'm not sure he is. I think you can get away without him. Are you saying you'd captain Haaland in game week 30 ahead of Salah? Is that what you're saying? So the guy that's just broken the all-time FPL point scoring record, having played 29 games, you wouldn't captain him in game week 30? Not sure about that. Not sure about that. Do you think I should take a hit to get in Zabarnyi? So the thing is, if you're taking a hit for a defender, right, the defender that you bring in has to return for it to be worth it. So if you can guarantee me above, like, I don't know, 60% or higher likelihood that Zabarnyi keeps a clean sheet or gets an attack in return, then you bring him in for a hit. But if you don't feel comfortable about that, I wouldn't do it. Chayana, I wouldn't get Haaland in that case. I'm still debating my captaincy. Yeah, if you've got Haaland, you've got to give it to him. Haaland worth a -8? It depends who you're selling, but probably not. Yeah, I can buy Kirkes, that's true. That is true. I like those moves, Nixie. Looks like Sally's locked in on her decisions. That's quite interesting. Alanga or Hudson-Odoi? I personally prefer Alanga. Would you do Palmer to Bruno? No, I don't think I would. I've already made transfer. I think, yes, your free hit will wipe anything you've done, mate. If I take Rodgers -4 to go to Matoma to get 11 out, I have Greaves in team. Yeah, but I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry about starting Greaves. I'm going to have to start Greaves. I'd probably say Aina. But if you've got a decision between Aina and Guardiola to start, you've got... I don't get that. So you're lost. Fair enough. That's such a good answer. Yeah, well, there you go. I'm here to help, man. I'm here to help. That's my thoughts on it. Different way to think about things. What are you lost on, Sally? Let me know. I think it's a good opportunity to be aggressive. Try and get a good game week, then roll 30. Take a hit for Fabianski to Sells. Again, if you're taking a hit for a defender or a goalkeeper, they have to return this week for it to be worth it. They have to get a clean sheet. That's it. Sells has to keep a clean sheet for that move to be worth it. So will you bank on him keeping a clean sheet? And then if you will, then bring him in. But if you don't, then not. Would you do Salah and Palmer to Bruno and Kluivert? Or play 5-3-2, Palmer and Arnold to Kluivert and Milenkovic? I wouldn't sell Salah. I wouldn't sell Salah. The thing is with selling Salah as well, people will have so much value tied up in him. He's 13.7 million now in the game, and he started off at 12.5. So I've had him since the start of the season where I bought him. I think he was 12.5 million, wasn't he? And he's gone up 1.2 million. So if I sell Salah now, I lose out on basically like half. It's the loss that I make on him would completely do in my team basically. Same with Isak. So I can't sell them. Yeah, you can't be without Salah. I'm just not sure Haaland is essential, as you say. Like you look at that. I know he's got Leicester at home, but I mean Salah's got Everton at home. It's not a horrendous fixture, is it? Also, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go live for the Gameweek 30 deadline either. Unfortunately, sorry folks, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I'll be working. I'm away with work. No, I don't think Palmer's that bad at the moment. I'm not really too bothered about selling him. I mean, you look at his data. He's just missed his chances. I mean, they've been really good. He's been great. Well, in terms of underlying numbers, he's been great. By the way, if you haven't already, please leave a like rating on the stream. We got, 179 people in there at the moment? How many likes are we on? Let's have a quick look. Mate, I would not pick Garnacho. You just don't know if he's going to play. A 1 week punt needs to be on a player that you think is going to start at least. That's kind of the minimum criteria. Bear with, guys. Absolutely, Liam. Unbelievable. I'll just be back in a second. I've got to blow my nose. There we go. Yeah, what a huge... Only 27 likes. Come on, man. We got 167 people in the stream. We can do better than that. Leave a like rating on the stream if you haven't already. Yeah, Garnacho's not the one for me, mate. Playing 11, I've no idea, mate. I wish I did. I wish I knew, but I don't. Zabani's just been suspended, mate. Would you sell Nwaneri for Garn? Absolutely not. No. You would captain Garnacho. Blimey. There's 2 FPL diamonds in the chat as well. That's interesting. FPL diamonds, you've got an impersonator, mate. Do you think Haaland outscores Salah in the next 2 weeks? Well, I think he outscores him this week, but not sure if he does next week. Which is, I don't think the question that you're asking there should be asked that simply. Nice one, Liam. Best Trent replacement, Kirkes, Timber, or Aina. Yeah, I'm in between that at the moment, mate. I'm in between that at the moment. I think it's probably Aina. But even then, I wouldn't pick Aina, I'd go Milenkovic. Bro, you're honestly, Atlee Foss. It could have been a very different 7 game weeks for Palmer. If you want to sell him, you go right ahead. You go right ahead and sell him. But if he scores against Arsenal, I'm going to remember your name. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you, Paul. When are you planning to use AM? Bro, you don't need to use all caps in the chat, first of all. And I've already used it. I can't remember when I used it. Like game week, what was it? Game week 20, when everyone else did. I don't know. For the double-double. I had Moyes, I had Emery, and I had Glasner. Yeah, so if you do Kirkes. 5.2 million. Bloody hell. He's expensive, isn't he, this geezer? If we do that. We do that. Who do we think is better out of Bruno and Kluivert for the next two? Bruno's obviously got a great fixture against Leicester in 29. But then he plays Forest, whereas Bournemouth have got Brentford and Ipswich. And Kluivert's on penalties too. I'm tempted to say it's Kluivert. I'm tempted to say Kluivert is actually better than... I think I agree. Then I've got 8.3 million for a striker. There's just no one, is there? The list is so... Oh... I can go for Evan Nilsson, or I can go for Raul Jimenez, or I can go for Wissa. Doesn't fill me with confidence. Yeah, we'll do a quick captaincy poll. Game. Good morning, Alex. I hope you're doing well, my mate. Leave a like rating on the stream if you haven't already. What are the options for captain then, ladies and gents? Someone's asked for a captaincy poll. Who do I put on it? Haaland, Woods, Bruno. Who else? I'm not buying Beto, mate. No way. Well, I could get Guardiola, but I just think I'll put other. I just think Bournemouth are better defensively than Man City. There's a captaincy poll. We'll put other rather than Kluivert. Oh, painstaking this, isn't it? Oh yeah, if I go for Kluivert, I can't have Evan Nilsson. That is true. If I go for Kerkez and Kluivert, I can't have Evan Nilsson. That means I've got to go for like Raul Jimenez. I don't like him. Could get Wissa. I'm not massive on him either. Yeah, Kluivert's good, mate. I agree. I could get Guardiola then, couldn't I? Should we send it on Guardiola? Brighton, Leicester. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Guardiola could be a good shout, couldn't he? And then up front, I can get Evan Nilsson. Oh, sugar. Oh, well. Sorry about the poll. It says Gameweek 30, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm not worried, mate. John, I'm not worried about Evan Nilsson. I understand, but he's played 13 minutes off the bench. He played 70 minutes against Tottenham last week and scored. The fact he hasn't played 90 since his injury doesn't really worry me because that's like building him up to 90, isn't he? Yeah, I know what I mean. Game week 29. Don't worry. I could get Alanga. I could. But then I can't get Kluivert. I need to have Kluivert. I need to have Kluivert in my team. I think Evan Nilsson's the one, isn't he? I'm not sure about Dango's minutes. I think they're going to be pretty limited, to be honest with you. Brentford at home, Ipswich at home for Bournemouth. Yeah, I think that's the team, isn't it? I think that's the way to play it. I think that's the way to go. Guardiola in for Trent, Kluivert in for Rodgers, Evan Nilsson in for Cunha. And then I've actually got a bench player and Salah and Isak. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then I'll captain Chris Wood. I think that's the way to go. I think that's the way to go. Trent to Guardiola, Rodgers to Clivert, Cunha to Evan-Nilsson, captain Chris Wood. I'm terrified of Haaland, but I just can't get to him. I'm going to see what FPL review says I should do with my team as well. Rick is confident. Cheers, Sally. Have I helped you decide in the midst of everything I've been talking about there? Dazzler, you take care, my mate. We'll do a quiz in a minute as well. Sorry that I've been working out what to do with my team. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Palmer. I think you got him, haven't you? You just know with Palmer, he's the kind of player as soon as you sell him, he returns. I don't like Strand Larson, mate. I don't like him. I'm just gonna have a quick look, see what FPL review says I should do with my team. If in doubt, FPL review. Also, we had a massive evening yesterday, ladies and gents. Not only did Bristol City win to put us 5th in the championship, well in the mix of the playoffs, and it was a huge win as well. I had training beforehand, and I did 2 of my fastest swims ever in training. I did a 25-meter PB time, one length of like a short course pool in the fastest time I've ever done. And I also did a one length with fins on, fastest time I've ever done. I did a 11.3 for a 25 with no fins, which is the fastest I've ever gone. And then we did a 9.9 with fins, under 10 seconds. So I was pretty happy with that. And I haven't been very well, you can see. I mean, I'm not sounding too great, not very well. Still pulled it out. I was pretty pleased. Right, anyway, stop bragging. It's not really bragging, is it? Transfer sold. So do I, Callum. I live somewhere near the ground. I won't say exactly where, but I live somewhat near the ground. God. Transfer depth. Gameweek 29 to 31. Yeah, that's what we want. Chip timing. Advanced settings. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Right, I'm just pressing solve because I want to make transfers for 2 weeks. We'll see what it says I've got to do with my team. It's saying very similar, but it's saying get Trossard. God, I don't want Trossard. It's saying Trossard, Guardiola, Evan-Nilsson. So I think Clivert, Guardiola, Evan-Nilsson is the way to go. Hoping Kov goes back, but I hope not, mate. Oh, I could get Solanke. I could get Solanke. Is Solanke back? Can you rely on Solanke? What Spurs' fixtures like? Oh, he's back. Fulham, Chelsea. Both away. But them in, though, and he came back and played 90. So it's Evan-Nilsson versus Solanke then. Oh, God. I'm not selling Salah. I can't do that. That first one looks great, but I can't bring myself to do that. I think it's this one, isn't it? I think it's Rodgers to Clivert rather than Trossard. Trent to Guardiola. And then Cunha to Evan-Nilsson. I think I've got to get Evan-Nilsson. And I know people are getting excited about Solanke, but it's Fulham and Chelsea both away. 2 pretty tough games. Whereas Evan-Nilsson's got Brentford and Ipswich both at home. I think there's no debate, really. When do they play? Am I going to get a leak? Do I need to hold on? Do I need to hold off on my transfers? Let's have a quick look. When do Bournemouth play? 5:30 today, so we're not going to get any news. Man City at 3. Oh, I'm going to have to go early with my transfers because I've got to do stuff today. So I'm not going to be able to check. I'll be in the gym for the deadline. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Shall we lock him in? Trent to Guardiola, Rodgers to Cliver, Cunha to Evan Nilsson, and then, oh, God knows who I'm going to captain. It's probably Chris Wood, isn't it? But, yeah. Majd, I don't think so, mate. I hope you had a good birthday, by the way. I'd probably say a Nottingham Forest defender. I can't understand the hype either, Freddie. I think it's just because he's going to be starting in attack for Arsenal, who have good numbers. Bear with us, I'm going to blow my nose again. If you had both Haaland and Wood, who would you captain? Oh, if you're buying Haaland, you've got to captain Haaland. There's no question. Like, if you're spending that much money on a player, you've got to captain him. Yeah, that's the next. Right, we're doing it. It's done. It's done. You see that? I had to build myself up to press the button. It's done, ladies and gents. It is done. And I've actually, look, I've got a bench player as well. How good's that? There we go. There we go. What do we think? What do we think? I think that's a pretty good team. I think that's a pretty good team. I won't lie to you. I'm quite happy with that. I had to build myself up to press the button there. That was some pretty hardcore stuff. Yeah, it's fair, Alexandru. I reckon I've got a tough decision on who I captain here. It's on Wood at the moment. What are the expected points saying? What are the expected points saying? Detailed data. There we go. Where's Cliver? He's all the way down there. Haaland, Odegaard, Bruno, Wood. Okay. Yeah, we're in. Gary, I just brought Guardiola. Cheers, Sally. Good morning, Holly. I hope you're doing well. Sorry, that was an interesting contortion of my body to scratch my neck. Smell a green arrow. I hope so, mate. Gibbs White or Semenyo? Probably Gibbs White, mate. I know I've got Semenyo, but I've had him for a long time. Yeah, missing Bruno and Haaland, so I'm hoping they go easy on me. Thank you, Diamond. Would you do Palmer or Bruno? I don't understand that question. Cheers, Laura. Yeah. I just don't rate Wolves defensively, and I don't think under the new manager, Aït-Nouri is quite as attacking as he used to be. Owen, if you swap your goalkeeper, the goalkeeper you bring in has to return if you're taking a hit. And also, you'd want Dean Henderson straight back in your team. When quiz? People want to do the quiz? It's a good opportunity, actually, for me to grab a tissue if we do the quiz. Not for that reason. I'm just looking for something a sec. Yeah, I'll do the quiz. Because I'll need to nip away for a minute when the quiz comes on. Right. Quiz? We're going to do a quiz. Leave a like rating on the stream, by the way, for the quiz. Oh, my laptop is not having fun. I need, at the end of the month, when I get paid, I'm going to buy a new laptop, all right? But right now, we just have to stick with this one. So apologies if it's a bit laggy. Who was the top scoring defender in Gameweek 28? And I'm going to nip away very quickly while you guys answer that. We're back. So, question is, who was the top scoring defender in Game Week 28? Thanks for sticking around while I nipped away, folks. Oh, we got 241 people watching, only like 5 answers. More people than that can take part in the quiz. Leave a like rating for the quiz as well, don't forget. The answer, well done everyone that said Cucurella. He was also the joint top scoring player overall. He scored the same number of points as Mo Salah did with 15. So I was going to ask who the top scoring player was, but there were 2. So I changed it to top scoring defender. Little look into my tactics there. All right. Question number 2. Who is that? Who is that? Should I upgrade Lewis to Guardiola? No, probably not. Had his hair pulled for the most cards in the league. Fair enough. Good morning, Dakshin, mate. I hope you're keeping well. My team isn't Kappa like a Twitch meme? Kappa, Housen, Milenkovic, Gabriel, Semedo, Palmer, Clivert, Bowen, Gibbs, White, Beto, Wood. Good team. Strong team. Yeah, it's a good team. Got the answers coming in. A few people saying Dorgu. A few shouts for Mings. Doggy. It's the hair, in it. Alanga. Interesting. I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. I can only get Haaland with a -8. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that's worth it. You can only answer with one player, Crew Ploppy. You can only answer with one player. Straight after this, we'll do some team reviews for members, by the way. Just for members. I'm just going to check to see if there are any... Is there any Man City leaks? No leaks so far. The answer is... Some people got this right. It's Tyrone Mings. I thought it did look like Dorgu, so I thought it'd be a nice challenge for people. But it is Tyrone Mings. It is Tyrone Mings. Funnily enough, I think he went to the private school that I used to swim at as well. So yeah, could have crossed paths. Looks a bit older than me though, doesn't he? He does have a better beard. I'll give him that. He's got a better beard than I do. Good morning, Iyama. Hope you're well. Thoughts on Cunha to Evan Nilsson for a hit, so I don't have to play Greaves. I don't hate it, but if you're taking a hit, again, I'll say what I have for defenders. The player that you're bringing in for a hit has to return for that hit to be worth it. Not really, Adam. No, I mean, this is it. The stubble you're seeing here is all I got, mate. I don't have the best genetics for that kind of thing. So I haven't given the number, and I'm just actually going to check that I'm still factually correct. I'm sure I am. Yeah, still right. Who is the most transferred in player this week? Duncan, sorry mate, I saw your message and then I started doing the quiz, so I missed it. Thoughts on Wissa, Haaland, Palmer, Wissa to Haaland, Palmer to Hudson-Odoi, Trent to Guardiola for free. Yeah, I like it. I think I actually prefer Elanga to Hudson-Odoi though. Bear with, won't be a sec. Did someone just say, may Allah ignore me like I've ignored your messages? I think that's a bit extreme, isn't it? That's not very nice. Come on, bro. Haaland in for a -4. I can't even answer that. Haaland in for a -4. That doesn't even mean anything. Who are you taking out? Oh, my lip's bleeding. What's going on? How's that happened? I'm going to stay off camera while I sort this out. I'm going to go half on camera, half off. Sorry, ladies and gents. The answer is Bruno Fernandes. I'm having a bit of a situation off camera, so you're seeing half my face at the moment. Clearly, Chaiwon Supremacy has he's punched me through the screen, and my lip's bleeding at the moment. That's quite extreme. I'm going to stay half on, half off. Someone has attacked me. Also, I've been making a lot of noise in the flat, and I didn't realise my flatmate is home. What's going on? I might have to take a 5-minute break from the stream. How has that happened to me? I'm going to have to stay like this for a little while. I was away from Game Week 12 to now, and now it's your wild card. Nice. Adam, I absolutely need to sort it out. I've been a terrible human being. 200 people indeed watching me like this. What an absolute disaster. How did that even happen? Did anyone see me do anything? I think I'd get taken off YouTube if I showed blood on screen. Yeah, please leave a like rating on the stream. I'm currently injured and still streaming. Good morning from Benidorm. We love that, mate. Please talk amongst yourselves. Bear with. I'm really sorry. How has this happened? It won't stop bleeding either. What have I done? Yeah, talk amongst yourselves, guys. I can still answer questions just off screen. How about that? How many game weeks am I out for? It's probably keep me out for a couple, to be fair. Yeah, I'm going to take a quick... Well, I can't take a break because it's not going to fix it. Bear with. I'm just gonna cover my camera. Bear with. Sorry about this, guys. We're still here. We're still here. I'll keep answering your questions. Sorry that I'm off camera. I just had a bit of an incident then. Would this put you out longer to Mateta? Dab aftershave on it. That's gonna be absolute agony, isn't it? Thank you, Paul. Sivansica gets the membership. Get some Savlon. I've got some, mate. This is the worst deadline stream anyone's ever seen. They can't even see the creator. We'll carry on with the quiz while I sort myself out. Anyway. All right, who is that? Who is that? I've got Dango as well, but several more players not playing, so plan on keeping Dango and putting out fires elsewhere. Fair enough. It's still bloody bleeding. What the hell is going on? Right, the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Munoz. So well done, everyone that said Munoz. Well done, everyone that said Munoz. Hopefully I'll be able to reveal myself soon and my lip stops bleeding, but still going. Next question. Final question of the quiz. We'll do team reviews after this. How many goals were scored in game week 28? It will be John Terry. One day you'll get that right. Although the downside for you, Dan, is that I keep forgetting about your John Terry answer when I do the quiz. So I haven't actually remembered it yet to stick him in as an answer. How many goals were scored last week? Clue, it's probably a bit lower than you're expecting. And we'll be back to normal camera soon. I hope. The answer is 20 goals. So well done, everyone that said 20 goals. Well done. I'm going to carry on with the camera. We're just gonna muscle through. We're just gonna muscle through. I'll be half on, half off if I need to again. I'm gonna go like that. There you go. You got half of me. I'll have to turn it off again. It's still bloody bleeding. Sorry, ladies and gents. We'll do some team reviews if you want. Apologies that I'm not going to be on camera. It is what it is. We just have to adapt, don't we? What we can do. Quick, I'll flash up my score predictions quickly. Yeah, let us know what you got in the quiz. Sorry, guys. This has been a bit of a disaster, this one. Forgive me. Freddie, let's have a look at your team, my pal. Apologies that I'm not on camera. We'll get that fixed. Right, Freddie. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your understanding. Here's how we're looking. Well, Freddie, you can actually field 11 players, which is pretty mega. I would probably do Dango to Can you do Dango to Bruno? Tell you what I'd do here. I'd consider doing Trent to Milenkovic and then Dango to Bruno Fernandes. Or you could also do Trent to Guardiola, Dango to Bruno Fernandes. This is just members only, by the way, guys. Just members only. Just members teams. Yeah, I would do Trent, I think, to Guardiola, mate. Dango to Bruno Fernandes. Captain, probably Bruno. Savantsakar. It's Laura's team next. 5-2-6-5-3. I'm too young to know about that crew, Ploppy. Right, Laura's team. Again, I think I do Trent to Guardiola here. And then I do Trent to Guardiola. I do Rodgers to Kluivert. And I think if you can afford it, I don't know if you can. I'd probably keep Dango and pray he plays. Yeah, Trent to Guardiola, Rodgers to Kluivert. That's what I'd do there, Laura. And then you got to say some prayers that Dango starts, I reckon. Harshit. Let's have a quick look at your team. 4-6-4-9 5-3-2-4. Right, it's Harshit's team. I would do... What would I do? 5 free transfers. Holy moly. Right, I think I'd do Trent to Guardiola. I would do Rodgers to... I'd do Trent to Guardiola. I would do Virgil van Dijk to, like, Agbadou. Because you may as well use that transfer. And then I'd do Rodgers to Bruno Fernandes. I'd do that. And then bench Agbadou, probably. Or bench Enzo, whichever one you prefer. But I think I'd get rid of Van Dijk as well. Or would I? Because I just don't want... I'd want to get Bruno in this team if you've already got Kluivert. I consider that. Savantsakar. Let's have a quick look. 860-728-4. Right, this team. I'd probably, again, do Trent to Guardiola. And I think, you know what? You could get away with just making one move here and just do Trent to Guardiola. Genuinely think you can get away with that. Thank you, FPL Grandmaster. I wish I was, mate. The whole reason the camera's turned off is that, well, I managed to injure myself on stream, and I don't think I can show myself at the moment. And I'm still injured, ladies and gents. I'm still bleeding. I don't know what's happened. FPL vanity. It's more, not just that. I mean, no one wants to see it. Right, here's my team. It's all good, bro. We'll be fine. It's nothing bad. Hopefully, the bleeding stops soon, so I can actually put my camera back on. I've done some score predictions. Should we talk through these? Hopefully, I'll be back on camera soon. We got Everton 1. I reckon that's a 1-1 draw. That Everton West Ham. I could get a COVID. I don't actually have a mask anymore. So we've got Everton 1, West Ham 1. Let me know what you guys think of these score predictions. We got Forest 2, Ipswich 0. Man City. I know I've just picked Guardiola, but I think Brighton score. But I'm sort of hoping Guardiola does something anyway. So I've gone Man City 3, Brighton 2. Wolves, I think they concede, but still beat Brighton 3-1. I've got Bournemouth 2, Brentford 1. Arsenal 2, Chelsea 1. I think Arsenal just edged that game. Fulham 2, but I'm hoping Palmer gets something in that one. Excuse me, and then I've gone Fulham 2, Spurs 2. Leicester 1, Man United 3. No, we're all good, Duncan. It's nothing that I don't need to do anything. I'll show you guys what has happened. It's not disastrous, but it doesn't stop bleeding. Basically, I've got like this thick cut on my lip. I don't know how I did it, but I did it on this stream, apparently. And I just looked at my face and it was bleeding and it just won't stop. So yeah, apologies. I'm just going to stay off camera while that is occurring. I'm not sure you can show that on YouTube, even though it's obviously not that bad. I'm alive, don't worry. And yeah, I think it's for that, Dan. I've been outside quite a lot and they've just gone really chapped. Anyway, it happens to us, doesn't it? Should I do Greaves to Guardiola -4? Again, I'll go back to the point I made about defenders previously, in that any defender that you bring in for a hit, they have to return for it to be worth the hit. No, it doesn't actually, Crew Ploppy. I never really find that. Like when I swim in the summer, it's usually absolutely fine. 8 Nori Il Munoz. Well, you got to bench Munoz, haven't you? He doesn't have a game. I do have something for my lips, actually. Should be here somewhere. Oh, sorry, guys. Stick a small piece of tissue on it. That's what I've tried to do, mate. That's what I've tried to do. I can't really show that on stream. I just look like an idiot. But I appreciate that. Hope you're well, mate. You too, man. I've already made my transfers. So I've done Trent to Guardiola, I've done Rodgers to Cliver, and I've done Cunha to Evan Nilsson. Oh, Alex, of course, mate. with your low ID, you absolute leg end. Vaseline from the top drawer. It's on hand, Dan. Don't worry. I think I do Cunha. Yeah, I do Van Dijk to Guardiola, Cunha to Evan Nilsson. That's what I do, mate. Right, I think I'm safe. Just gonna have to put up with it, but I think we're safe. I think it's stopped. Just gonna have to put up with it. If it gets worse, I'll do something about it. We're back. Hopefully. I'm looking at it. I just can't stop looking at it on camera now. Anyway. Ice Cube will help. We'll try and sort something after the stream. So we've done team reviews. What else is there? I've got some stats to take you through. Let's have a look at some stats, shall we? So we got some fixture analysis. I was on draft time, John Ross Patterson. No, I think so. Jimmy Plex will be signed. So Everton, West Ham. Everton 36% likely to keep a clean sheet. West Ham 24%. Yeah, thank you everyone. We'll crack on with it now. Everton on 1.43 projected goals. West Ham on 1.03. Ipswich 1.18. 19% clean sheet odds. Nottingham Forest with 1.65 and 31% clean sheet odds. So, yeah, interesting. Man City, only 28% likely to keep a clean sheet, and I've just bloody brought in Guardiola. So I'm hoping for an attacking return, but they're projected to get 2.2 goals. Brighton 1.28, 11% clean sheet odds. Wolves 1.65 goals, 29%. Bournemouth 2.15, 27%. I'll show you actually because we've got some projected goals data. 1.75 projected goals for Arsenal, 36% clean sheet odds. Fulham 1.9% projected goals, 25% clean sheet odds. Man United 1.8, 32%. So that's your kind of your match odds. Might help you make some transfer decisions there. And here are your top projected goal scorers, ladies and gents. So number one this week is Erling Haaland, 0.79 projected goals for him. Raul Jimenez, 0.58. Chris Wood, 0.55. Strand Larsen, Cliver, Evan Nilsson, Beto, Sarabia, Vardy, and Solanke are kind of your top 10. It does make my bringing in of Evan Nilsson over Raul Jimenez look a little bit interesting. Which for this week, you could probably understand. But for next week, Fulham have got Arsenal. So I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah. So I think I'm quite content having Evan Nilsson for Brentford and Ipswich. And then there's another list of some top scorers there as well. If United keep a clean sheet, I'll be amazed. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. It's really, oh man. On top of the injury that I had, so I've got a flatmate in the room next door to me. And she said she was going out on a night out last night. And when she goes out on a night out, she usually stays at her boyfriend's place afterwards. And so I wasn't feeling the best this morning. So I went into the shower with my speaker and I was absolutely blasting music. And it turns out she was home the whole time. So I had an incredible feeling of guilt that I was blasting drum and bass at 8 a.m. in the shower after my flatmate got in at like 3 a.m. So there was on top of my injury, there was a level of guilt to go with it. So all of that was happening while I was off camera, basically. It's quite eventful. So I apologise to Ruby, my flatmate. I was very irresponsible. Oops, indeed. I apologise. Don't worry. I'll buy her some chocolate or something. Transferred out Salah. No, she didn't punch me. Don't worry. We didn't have a punch up. I transferred out Salah. Might wildcard next. Well, it's dangerous wildcarding next week because we won't know the doubles. Just arrived to Tom apologising. I've apologised a lot this stream, wasn't it? I was just blasting some drum and bass, mate. I needed a pick me up, and that was my tactic. Buy her earplugs. Bear with, my lip's gone again. Oh, God's sake. There we go. We could give her a royalty from the stream, couldn't we? I'll do that. That might appease things a little bit. Bro, I know. I do too, but obviously not when someone is sharing the flat with me. That's just, it's really rude, isn't it? And I did it. Could you imagine? Like, anyway, it's done now, isn't it? I'll apologise. I've already apologised, but we'll do it properly. Hi, Tom. Would you recommend Palmer, Rogers, Isak to Matoma, Nwaneri, Haaland for a -4? Palmer, Rogers, Isak. To Matoma, Nwaneri, Haaland. You'd also know if your missus was in, mate. You'd assume if you were sharing a flat with them, you'd be in the same bed, right? No, Deb. I don't know what you should do, but I'm not sure that's what I'd do. I'm not sure what the right answer is, but I'm not sure I'd make those moves. You would assume, but it's, hey man, I don't judge either. I would, man, but I don't have any ice cubes. I appreciate that my suggestions work like magic, but I don't have a suggestion for you. Guardiola or Gabriel for Trent? I'm thinking about that. What do you guys think? Trent to Guardiola or Gabriel? I've already got Gabriel, so it was hard for me to. I'd probably rank Gabriel up there. I'd probably rank Gabriel up there. By the way, if you haven't already, please leave a like rating. We're doing, if you want to join as a member, I haven't said this, I haven't done my usual plugs because it's been a bit of a nightmare stream. This is my team, bro. This is it. I've done it. You can join as a member and I will review your team every stream. You just put your FPL ID in the chat and I'll review your team. If you also want to do a super chat for me to look at your team, I will happily do that. In addition to that, I'm looking at 221 people in the stream at the moment, which is wonderful. Thank you all for joining and bearing with my moments off camera. We got 200 people in here, and we are on 125 likes. I reckon by the end of the stream we can do 250 likes. What do we reckon? So if you haven't already, hit the like button. Let's see if we can do 250 likes. Duncan, it's all good, man. You pick your content creators as you wish, mate. Selling Isak to bring him back this next week doesn't work for me. I don't think it's worth that for Haaland. I don't think Haaland is as good as you think he is. Just my thoughts, though. You only use your likes list to save music. Well, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna beg for likes. I'll just it's fine, man. Just like the stream if you enjoy it, but if you don't want to, it's totally up to you. Yeah, I don't think I'd take Isak out for a hit only to buy him back next week. That just makes no sense. Would you consider Marmoush for Mateta and Trent for Guardiola? Only a -4. You'll go back to that one. No, I just do Trent to Guardiola. Marmoush, you don't know how guaranteed his minutes are, and you want Mateta back instantly. Thank you, Dej Booty. Gibbs White, my captain. I quite like that, you know. I quite like that. Mateta has Southampton on a double. Yeah, exactly. I mean, sell him at your peril. No, Max Avicii, don't. I wasn't seeing you. Was having a pop, mate. We're all good. I'm gonna do a virtual handshake. We're all good, bro. There's no issue there. More than one goal once since game week 4. There you go. I don't think he's all that good. Cunha, Trent, Wisser, Palmer, out. Haaland, Wood, Williams, Elanga. So you're taking a hit to play with 10. No, I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. I think the two players you need to sell there are Cunha and Trent. Just buy Evan Nilsson and Guardiola. I don't think the other moves are worth it. Gakpo, Palmer to Haaland, Bruno for free. Yes, I like that. My most like a graveyard of no longer relevant. You still bought Haaland. Fair. I'm terrified of Haaland. I'm terrified of Haaland and Bruno, mate. John, how long have your stream left to go? We'll be here for another, hour and a half, 2 hours. So don't worry. We're here for the long run this morning. Although you have missed a couple things. An embarrassing thing I did to my flatmate this morning, which the shame is great. But I've already gone through that story. I'm not going to repeat it. I picked up an injury. Look, I've got an actual injury. I don't know how that happened. I started tasting blood, and it turns out I cut my lip somehow. And we've done team reviews and a quiz. But because Gunners Girl, you're a member, I can check out your team anytime. That's one of the benefits you get. I bloody hope Palmer scores this week, mate. I don't know, I just think his numbers he's been putting up are strong. It's just his finishing that's not been there. He's been getting the chances. No, there was no puppy, mate. There's been no puppy. I think it's just the fact it's been so cold in the UK, to be honest. My lips have cracked. Maybe Duncan, I don't know. Sells v Raya. Sells. Definitely. Oh, Unish, there's nothing like that, mate. The weather is so nice. It is. Lack of vitamin C. It definitely isn't a lack of vitamin C, mate. I eat plenty of that. Buying Haaland but captaining Wood. No, you got to captain Haaland if you buy him. What's the point of buying Haaland if you don't captain him? Two options. Do Cunha to Haaland, Palmer to Bellegarde, Ball to 8 Nori, and Twent to Guardiola for a -4. I'm listening. Paul, I haven't. I'm planning to use my free hit Gameweek 33. I'm thinking, 34, sorry. Whenever the blank is. Haaland's goal scoring statistics will be boosted because he's now owned by FPL Harry. There you go. I like, yeah, me too, man. I've had triple Forest basically all season. Max Avicii, that's exactly what I've done. It depends on Dango. If you can sell him for free and you don't have any other fires to put out, I'd consider it. But if you need to take a hit to get rid of him, or you've got other transfers you need to make, I just absolutely wouldn't do it. We should discuss Harmony. Well, she's not in the chat at the moment, I don't think. And I'm also, as great as she's doing, I'm not sure it's her first season. I'm pretty sure she was in my chat last season as well. Holly is living by Tom's. Are you watching FPL Tom as well? That's absolutely outrageous. I can't believe it. You're a traitor. That's what you are. I was going to say you're cheating on me, but that's a little bit weird. Well, you can cheat on an FPL content creator, I guess. Yeah, Gunners go. That's a great team. I don't need to review it. I will just say it's a great team. I guess your only worry will be Dango, won't it, in his minutes? What do people in the chat think about Dango and his potential minutes this week? Does anyone have a view on that? What's Dango looking like, and what are his potential minutes? "20 minutes off the bench, yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree. Gibbs White or Semenyo? Oh, I'd probably give it Semenyo, you know. Oh, Gibbs White against Man United. Gibbs White. Oh, living by my rules. Yes, no luxury transfers. There is by the way, I will plug him because he's one of my best mates. There's another FPL YouTuber called FPL Tom who is probably live right now, who you feel free to check out as well. Dango will get 30 minutes and 1 goal. People would be happy about that, wouldn't they? I did want to... I don't know if I should say this. No, I'm not going to speak on that, John. But I like the joke. Yeah, George, he did. I think he does get minutes. Yeah, I've no idea, man. I think his minutes will be poor. I agree. Ismail Assar is a good transfer in. Yeah, I agree. What should be the deciding factor between wildcard and free hit this week? Well, for me, it's the fact that you don't know You don't know what the doubles are yet. So you're using your wild card when you don't know who's got a double game week. Apparently I need to go and watch FPL Tom and tell him to captain Haaland. I'm going to just quickly go on his stream and tell him to captain Haaland. Many thank you for the super chat, my friend. I will just give me a second just to get in FPL Tom's chat and tell him to captain Haaland. He's on Chris Wood. Don't be a wet wipe and captain Haaland, mate. There we go. I'll put it in his chat. Any ideas when Saka will be back? Some people think it's game week 30. I think it'll be post-international break, so game week 30-ish, yeah. I think it could be game week 30. Adam, I'd absolutely love to, and we have done on his channel and mine, but technologically, it's really hard for me because my laptop is rubbish. I'm going to get one, though, at the end of the month, so I get paid in 11 days' time, and I'm going to use that money to buy a laptop, but I have to wait. Sleetjet, thank you so much, mate. Hall, Wood, Marmouche, Palmer, Semenyo and Boomer, Robinson, Nori, Kirkes, Miko, Jose Sarr. Mate, I wish I had a suggestion for you because you paid me money to talk about your team. But I don't have any. Like that team is great. Yeah, I don't have anything for you. That team is really nice. No suggestions. You don't need to do anything. You probably already have made transfers, I'm guessing. But yeah, you really, really don't need to do anything there. We put it in Tom's chat. I don't know what he said. I think if you buy Haaland, though, you have to captain him. You can't spend that much money on an FPL asset to not captain them. Otherwise, what's the point of buying him? You know? Why would you buy him? Is captaining a Forest defender like Milik? No, I wouldn't captain a defender this week. Sorry, JJ Games. Cunha to Haaland, Palmer to Bellegarde, Hall to Nori, or Cunha to Evan Nilsson, Trent to Guardiola, Hall to Kirkes. I'd do the second one for free, mate. Freddie, I will be wildcarding in Game Week 31 and then bringing in 15 players that double in Game Week 33. Well, I'll try to get 15. And then I'll be bench boosting in 33. That's my plan, mate. I think having a bench boost of 15 players with a double game week is strong. So that's what I'm planning to do. Captain Greaves. Hey, Harmony's in the chat. You were getting bigged up by someone in the chat, Harmony. I can't remember who it was, though. But someone was absolutely bigging you up. You've got a fan in the chat. Should I play Dango or Greaves? I play Dango, mate. I play the attacker. Why not? Back in a sec. There we go. We're back. We're back. I've just answered your question, JJ Games. I'm not going to do it again, mate. The bottom option, second option. Was I mad taking a -4 to do Neto to Fernandez? We'll find out, mate. I'm not sure I would have had Neto in the first place, to be honest. So You're probably mad to get Neto. I keep track of the big fights, I would say, on the UFC, Justin. Isak and Trent to Haaland and Wan-Bissaka, or Isak to Rodgers. Isak and Rodgers to Evan Nilsson and Bruno. Should I captain Bruno? I think he's a decent option. It all depends on who else you have. Please, if you're new around here, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. And also, leave a like rating on the stream. I'd really appreciate that too. In 5 minutes' time, we will do some team reviews, if that's all right. So, people, you get your FPL IDs ready. I'll do 5 team reviews from the chat. So I'll put a message in the chat, say, I'll do 5 team reviews from here. The first 5 people that respond with their FPL ID, I'll review their team. How does that sound? That sounds like a good deal. And if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like rating on the stream. That would be amazing. John, you got to wait, bro, until I put the message in. We got to do it. We got to do it fairly. 162 likes. Let's see if we can get 200 likes. If we do 200 likes, I'll do another 5 team reviews as well. No need to put the IDs in yet. We're not doing them yet. I say we're not doing them yet, and people just keep posting their IDs in. Bench rankings. What does that mean, Slidjet? I mean, I get the premise, but what are you saying? I mean, my bench is decided. It's not bad, Barath. I mean, you're in the top, 20%-ish of players? Pretty good. Pretty good going. If anyone posts their ID in the chat from now on, before I send the message, I'll disqualify you from the team reviews. Oh, FPL Grandmaster. DQ, mate. Jimbo the Daddy, I appreciate that, man. Fresh trim. I got my hair cut last week, but I appreciate that. Sorry, mate. Missed your answer to my question. I don't think I answered it. All these guys posting their teams. Bro, you're getting yourself disqualified. Isak and Trent to Haaland and Wan-Bissaka, or Isak and Rodgers to Evan Nilsson. I'd go Haaland and Wan-Bissaka. Haaland and Wan-Bissaka. We'll get the VAR out for Grandmaster, shall we? Right. We've got to do this democratically. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, finish the jumping muffin. If there are any mods in the chat, please could you delete comments that are IDs after my thing, please, because it's just going to get crazy. Right, Tam R is the first one. You never know. Even if you didn't get your ID in, someone might have a similar team to you. We got any mods in the chat. But yeah, I'd appreciate if you could do that because it's going to get really confusing for me. Tamar's got 4 free transfers. Okay. So here's what I do. I do Trent to Guardiola. Remove. 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 20.6. Can you do this? I get Evan Nilsson. You haven't got Chris Wood. I get Wood in. See if you can get Bruno in. 4.8 for a defender. I'd get Howson. I would get Howson. This is what I do with your team, Tam. I'd get Howson in for Trent, Bruno in for Murphy, Wood in for Cunha, bench Munoz. I'd play like that. And I just have 10. I wouldn't worry. You could get rid of Henderson, but I'm not sure I'd do that. You could get rid of Henderson if you really wanted to, but I'm not totally sure I'd do it. Not totally sure I'd do it. So that's what I do there, Tam. Woodstock, Chris. Oh. What's on FPL, Tom? I I was told in your chat that you were scared of captaining Haaland, so I told you to, because you should. If you've bought him, you should captain him. Everyone in the chat tell FPL Tom that he should captain Haaland. By the way, Holly, this is the FPL Tom I was talking about that you need to check out. This is a bit tougher, this team. I'd probably follow the same principles, to be fair. I do Trent to Guardiola and I do Cunha to Evan Nilsson. Trent to Guardiola, Cunha to Evan Nilsson. Would stop Chris. I guess we'll do your team as well, Grandmaster. 19694. 19694. Yeah, I think I do Trent to Guardiola, Hall to Milenkovic. Trent to Guardiola, Hall to Milenkovic, mate. Oh, actually, you've only got 1 free transfer. I would just do Trent to Guardiola, play with 10. You'll be fine with 10. 9422. Johnny Biscuits. Love it. 2 frees. I'll just do Trent to Guardiola, mate. Trent to Guardiola, that's all you need to do. Happy days. Jumping Muffin was my last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Gary, actually. Gary's the last one. But we'll do Jumping Muffin as well, because I said we would. What an interesting name. Is Bojo Sandwich your middle name? I would do Trent to Guardiola. It's whether you make another transfer so you can bench someone. It's whether you do Gakpo to like Evan Nilsson. In fact, I would just do Gakpo to Evan Nilsson, you know. What could we do here? I would get rid of him. I'd get rid of him. And I'd get rid of him. I would bring in him. Yeah, I just leave that actually. Whoever that was, I'd leave him. I do Trent to Guardiola, Bruno Fernandes in as well. And then Jumping Muffin was last, wasn't he? Let's do Jumping Muffin's team. 5906632. 5906632. There we go. Sorry, I can't keep up with the chat while I'm doing these team reviews. Okay, you're all going with 10 this week, mate. Unfortunately, you're all going with 10. I would get rid of Ahmad, remove him. I'd see if you can get rid of Dunk as well. I would see if you can get Kluivert. How much do you have in the bank after doing that? 4.5. I would do Kluivert and... Oh no, you can't do that. Who could you get in for 4.5? No Lewis Dunk for Brighton's huge, isn't it, actually? You can't get House in. I would definitely get Kluivert in. I'd get Williams. Screw it, get Williams. Get Williams in. Kluivert and Williams in, mate. There you go. Team review's done. Team review's done. We'll go back to my team. Jamie, thank you so much. Sorry I missed this, man. I was doing my team reviews. I really appreciate that. That's very generous of you. Anyone that puts their ID in the chat, you're getting removed, man. I'll remove the messages. We can only do 5. I can't spend the whole stream looking at teams. That was Draft Hound that we were just using there. I did used to have an affiliate link, but they stopped that. But yeah, that was Draft Hound. In the future, though, we could use FPL Fantasy Football Hub. Can you recommend? No, because we've done team reviews. Would you prefer Williams or Milenkovic? I'd probably say Milenkovic just because I'd have less worries about his minutes. Yeah, probably say Milenkovic. What program are you? Yeah, that was Draft Time. Yeah. That was Draft Time. I'm going to tweet my team because I think, well, we're done, aren't we? That's my team. I've got to go shopping this afternoon. I'm going to the gym straight after this, and then I'm going shopping this afternoon because at work I've been invited to the annual sales awards, which is pretty cool. But I don't have actually, because I work from home most of the time, I don't actually have anything like really smart to wear. So I'm going to have to go and buy something. So that's what I'm going to do with my afternoon. We're just going to tweet my team. I'll show my DMs. We can't do that. Bear with. Just going to tweet my team. Right. Tweet. Game week. $29. I like using the lock emoji if we can find it. Locked. So I did Trent to Gvardiol. Rogers to Kluivert. And I did Cunha. Cunha to Evan Ilson. 25k overall because we're 25k overall. Forgot about that. That's pretty decent. Got to put that in the tweet, haven't you? Bosh. Right, just because I have to select the image from my files. I don't want to show you all the pictures I've got saved on my laptop. There we are. Hashtag FPL. Bosh. No late night shopping. No, man. I don't really do late nights anymore. I'm going for Bruno instead. Yeah, mate. I don't have a good feeling about Tavernier. Recommended transfer for Trent and Rodgers. Yeah, I would do Guardiola and Kluivert. I appreciate that, John, but I'm quite happy using X. More people on X, so I'm happy to use it. Do you think Howson is the best defensive option? Yeah, I do. I do think it's Howson, yeah. I think if you can go up a little bit, I'd get a Forest defender, but I do think Howson is the best. I do. I do. Would you captain Haaland, Wood, or Bruno? Gotta be Haaland, mate. Gotta be Haaland. I don't really care for politics and that kind of thing, John. My decision to use X is based on it's the best tool to try and grow my channel, basically. And it's where you get all the info around leaks and stuff. It's still the primary source, regardless of like what you think about your politics. It's the best tool for helping you with FPL, in my opinion. So I use it. And the majority of people, by the fact that they use it, agree. So it's not a political thing at all for me. It's just what I prefer. I'll use it. Should I bring in Semenyo? I'm not sure I'd bring him in. No. I'd keep him if I have him, but I'm not sure. It depends. Who else are you looking at? Is it worth moving Rodgers plus Cunha to Bruno plus Evan Nilsson if it means I get 11 players? Yes. For a hit. How big's the hit? If it's for a -4, I'd probably do it. If it's for a -8, I probably wouldn't. Polsey Bear? No, I don't think I would. Oh, I think that's meant to say Polish Bear, but it's spelled incorrectly. No, I think I'd keep Beto. I think you must have another place where you can use a transfer, because Beto's got a decent fixture this week. Semenyo for Dibbling. Will Dibbling not play then? Is Dibbling injured, is he? Or is he just not in favour anymore? Southampton just not like Dibbling or something? He's getting minutes, mate. I'd keep Dibbling. Unless it's a free transfer, then I'd potentially consider it. But also, there's a cheeky differential for you, mate. There's this guy, Munetzi from Wolves. 5 million, 0.65 XGI per 90. Southampton, West Ham in his next two. He got subbed at half-time last game because he had a knock, but he's confirmed to be all right. Played 90 in the previous two. He's the one, mate. Go for Marshall Munetzi, I reckon. How about that? You don't get that advice on other streams. I don't know. Don't know if anyone else was going after Munetzi, to be fair. But I'd consider him. Marmouche is the boy. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Are you going for Haaland treble? That's the big question. Best of luck to you too, Polshy Bear. I'm going to call you Polish Bear, even though it doesn't necessarily say that. One new user per second. Yeah, but I just don't... How many new X users are there? I mean, is there a comparison? I don't know. Just use it because it's better, mate. I think it's better for FPL. That's why. I'm not going to be convinced otherwise, I'm afraid. Should I free hit or just use my 3 free transfers? Use your transfers, man. Fair enough, treble. -4 hit. I'd take a -4. It depends how you're doing it. Hi. Allison, Trent, Palmer, Rogers, Cunha. To Areola, Agbadu, Fernandez, Elanga, Haaland. Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. On the whole, that's probably worth it because you're spreading your hit amongst 4 players. 15 likes away from 200. If we get 200 likes, I'll do 3 team reviews. How about that? If we hit 200 likes, I'll look at 3 more teams. If we hit 250, I'll do another 5. How about that? We'll do 3 team reviews at 200 and another 5 at 250. Just spoke about that outside footy F1. Go for Minetti. Why not? That's a good punt. Palmer, Trent, Mateta, Haaland, Milenkovic, Kluivert. It's probably Bournemouth, aren't they? Or Villa, or a Birmingham team. Pickford or Sells? Sells. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. Polshiver. I remember that. I thought it was... I feel terrible for thinking that it's your name is a typo. I do apologise. Guardiola and Bowen or Kirkez and Bruno? Probably Kirkez and Bruno. Yeah, go for it, Arab. FPL Diamonds going for Aina. We love it. Someone give me a tap when we're on 200 likes so I know when to do the team reviews. How many are we on at the moment? 203. It's done. Okay. Team reviews incoming. If you want to put your ID after that, I'll do 3. Maritz is in. Elnor is in. And Brandon. Done after Brandon. If we've already looked at your team, John. If there's any, John, you're a mod. Please stop spamming your ID, mate. If any mods wouldn't mind deleting some IDs we're going to get in the chat inevitably after that, I'd appreciate it because it's going to be really hard for me to keep track. So we're done after Brandon. Right. Maritz. Oh, this team's fine. I mean, I wouldn't make a transfer. Maritz, your team is absolutely fine, mate. You don't need to do anything with that. Save your transfer. Elnor. 5 at the back, eh? 5 free transfers. Holy moly. Wow. This is really tough because you've got 3 players on your bench there who I would be really reluctant to get rid of. What's your chip strategy, Elnor? I'll have to check the chat. I need to know your chip strategy here because if you're planning to wildcard, then you can get rid of Saar. But if you're not, I wouldn't do it. Please unmod me. All right, bro. My gut feeling here is Trent, Saar out. Guardiola. How much do you have? 8.9. It's got to be Trent and Sarr out for Guardiola and Bruno, hasn't it? Got to get Bruno in. Yeah, get Bruno in then. I like it, Elnor. And then I'd do that. I think that's a really strong team this week. And then, well, God, who would you captain out of Bruno, Kluivert and Wood? That's the question. Assistant manager 30. It depends if you're... I wouldn't do it because it stops you using chips. And finally, Brandon. Brandon's team. Evan Nilsson's not expected to start. That's quite concerning, isn't it? I would just do this. I wouldn't make a transfer. I'd just have this. Just have this. There we go. Team reviews done. Team reviews are done. Yeah. Gameweek 31 wildcard is going to be huge, I think. Let's go back to my team. There we are. Anyone seen any leaks yet? I'm just having a quick check. Not seen anything yet. Not seen anything yet. Such bad team reviews. How are they bad? Is it just because I didn't review your team? Thoughts on my -4. Bought Haaland, Gibbs, Guardiola. Yeah, I don't hate it. FPL Punk, you have a good day, mate. No more quizzing, man. No more quizzing. We've got 360 people in the stream at the moment. How many? See if we can do that. 250 likes and we'll do 5 more team reviews. Chip strategy, yeah, quite simple, really. I would wildcard in Gameweek 31. Bench boost, I'd use the wildcard to set up a bench boost for Gameweek 33. And then I would free hit in Gameweek 34. And then use your triple captain on a week where you're not planning to use another chip and you think a player is going to do really well. It's that simple, really. I find that the triple captain is the weakest of all the chips, so I wouldn't be too worried about having to keep hold of it. I have 4 free transfers. My team is Raya, Mitchell, Munoz, Mikalenko, Trent, Aït-Nouri, Kluivert, Mbeumo, Palmer, Salah, Murphy, Isak, Wood. I'd get rid of Murphy and Mitchell. I'd consider buying Howson. Who else? Who could you get in for Murphy? Maybe Semenyo. Maybe. FPL no, do team reviews. Pro, yes, but I'll do them if we hit 250 likes. I'll do 5 team reviews for every 50 likes we go up by. How about that? Offside footy, I always say, with that question, I always say I prefer to back a midfielder or forward to a defender every time. It's just my opinion. I prefer to back a midfielder or forward. How many hours till the deadline? 4? 3. 3 hours till the deadline. We're a bit early, I know. Just going to go on mute. Bruno or Wood? What's the question? It depends on your chip strategy as well. Because for me, I think fixtures-wise, I personally prefer Chris Wood for the next 2 weeks if you're planning to wildcard at 31. Because Bruno, yes, he's got Leicester, but then he's got a tricky fixture after that. Then he's got Forest. Whereas I think Forest are obviously better than United. So for Forest, United is a good fixture, but for United, Forest is a bad fixture, if that makes sense. Look at this team. I'm really quite content with it, you know. Adam, I would roll, mate. I would roll. Should I sell Foden to get Bruno? No. Don't sell a player that isn't blanking this week. I'd be really hard pressed to sell a player that's not blanking. And by the way, if you want me to do a team review outside of having to wait, consider joining as a member. All members get team reviews on every stream. You just stick your idea in the chat and I'll look at your team. Or send a super chat. I'll have a look at your team if you want to send a super chat, of course. Are Bruno and Guardiola long-term picks? Sure. Yeah, I think so. Guardiola's going to have a double game week coming up, for sure. Looks like in game week 33, he's going to have a double. And I think his fixtures are pretty good as well. I think his fixtures are pretty good. Would you free hit and go for -8 this week? Depends who you're getting rid of, man. Depends who you're getting rid of and who you're buying. FPL have a beer. I've been on for 2 hours, mate. It's good to get in early. We got a fair few viewers as a result, I think. I hope you're doing well, mate. I'm really sorry. Your name's Gary, isn't it? Because every time I see a tweet or a message come from you, it says FPL have a beer. I forget your name because I just know you as FPL have a beer. I do apologise. I hope you're doing well. Ava, I don't think Dango's going to play. I don't think Dango's going to play. I think Evan Nilsson will. Jared, sorry, I missed your message. I would start Mikolenko. Nice one, Gary. I'm glad you're good. Garnacho or Bellegarde? Neither. Surely neither. You can do better than Garnacho and Bellegarde, mate. Surely. You're better than that, bro. Wood 4 goals incoming. Mate, I'd be very happy with that. We'll see if anyone's locked in their teams yet. Let's have a look. Cafu has just liked my tweet of my FPL team. Let's see what people are saying. I think the chance of getting leaks are quite high, definitely. Thank you, FPL MV. I have, I've made all my free transfers, but I'm actually quite happy with this team this week, and I'll have these players obviously for next week as well. I just don't have Haaland, but I think I can go without him, right? I think this team looks strong without him. And then I'm going to wildcard in 31. But I don't have any free transfers at the moment. I've used all my free transfers. So if you get news that Guardiola isn't starting, I'm in trouble. But I've got a really busy day today, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to check my team for the deadline. Jared, I would keep Raul Jimenez. I wouldn't make the transfer at all, to be honest. I've got Evan Nilsson because I think he's better, but I don't think it's worth the transfer. Bench 1, Robinson, 8 Nori, Mikalenko. Robinson. Best replacement for... It's not called Django. I'd keep Dango. I don't think there's enough in it. 7 likes away from 250. By the way, if we hit 250 likes, which I will be incredibly grateful for, I will do 5 more team reviews. And the same will happen if we hit 300 likes as well. So yeah, we've got 350 people watching at the moment, which is mad. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you all for putting that. I picked up an injury on stream this morning as well. I cut my lip, look. We were off camera for like half an hour when I was trying to sort that out. Why are people putting their IDs in the chat? I haven't put the message in yet. Come on, man. Have we hit 250, have we? You got to wait. We do the team reviews democratically. We do the team reviews democratically. So I will send a message in the chat, and then I'll respond to the next 5. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. That was mental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So finish it, Jack. 1, 2, 3. I'd appreciate if a mod could delete all the other, or just don't type IDs in the chat, basically. Because we're done. So I don't know what your name is because it's in the Greek alphabet, and I can't read the Greek alphabet. I wish I could, but I don't know what this says. Sorry. Thank you, Harmony. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay. I think I would do this. I think I would do this. So I'd get these 3 out. That would bring in this man. I'll bring in this man. And I'll bring in this man. Do you have enough money for it? Yes, you do. Oh no, you can't bring in. You got 9.3 million for another forward. I guess you may as well keep Watkins, actually. Where is Watkins? I think you may as well keep Watkins and just start this team, to be honest. Keep your transfers. I think this team's fine. That's what I do, mate. I'm sorry that I can't say your name, but it's in an alphabet that I don't understand. 625 265 179. Oh, it's tough. Do you get rid of Mateta? think you have to. I think you have to. You have to get Wood in. I'd get Wood and Guardiola in. Wood and Guardiola in, mate, for Mateta and Trent. And then I'd have that. I'd have that. That's how I'd go. Yeah, that's how I'd go. Right, Nixie. 104.84. Another one with Trent. I'd get rid of him. I think Vandenberg's fit this week, but I'd still probably get rid of him. Let's get rid of him. And I would get Guardiola and a Bournemouth defender in, I think. Or you could get Milenkovic in, actually. I'd do that. Get Milenkovic in. So yeah, I'd get Guardiola and Milenkovic in, Nixie, I think. I don't know what you're planning to do. And then who was after that? Finish at Jack. Demo 27. Hayden Dempsey. I would sell Gakpo for Evan Nilsson here. And then I'd probably do Vandenberg. Oh. Your team's so good it crashed draft time, mate. Interesting. That might be the end of team reviews for 5 minutes. I was going to do Evan Nilsson and Guardiola in, mate. But it seems to have crashed. So I'll work on another tab. Bear with. Here we go. We're back. Demo 27. We're back. Yeah, I'd do Vandenberg to Guardiola, Gakpo to Evan Nilsson. That's what I'd do. Finally, Jack. Sorry if there's other messages going on in the chat. I'm just doing the team reviews that people have asked me for. Okay, this one's quite easy. Cunha to Evan Nilsson, Hall to Guardiola, and then I'd probably play with 10. Actually, no, Mateta to Wood as well. So Cunha to Evan Nilsson, Mateta to Wood, Hall to Guardiola, Captain Haaland. Love it. Love it. There's your team. Thank you very much, Fawaz. I will almost definitely have a look at your team. I appreciate that, mate. Four transfers. I'd be loath to get rid of Henderson. I think you do Trent to Guardiola. I think you do Rodgers to Kluivert. Rodgers to Kluivert, and then I get Wood in up front. Sorry, the website's a bit crashy, isn't it? Yeah, I do Watkins to Wood. So, yeah, Trent to Guardiola, Rodgers to Kluivert, Hall to maybe keep him actually, and then Rodgers to Wood. I think I'd do that. Captain Wood. João Pedro against Man City, I don't think it's too bad. What currency is SAR, by the way? Saudi Real, lovely. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. It's very kind. Oh, we're done with team reviews for a little bit, I think. Unless we hit 300 likes, and then I'll do another 5. How many are we on? 258, it's saying. We might have more. 265. If we hit 300 likes, I'll do another 5 team reviews. That's kind of how it works. Every 50 likes we go up by, I'll do some team reviews. Can someone let me know when we hit 300, please? I am doing team reviews, but my pleasure. I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the stream. Please subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. We're dangerously close to 13,000 subscribers. We're on 12,890. So if you haven't already, please like the stream. If we do 300 likes, I'll do another 5 team reviews. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're pretty close to 13k subscribers. So if we can somehow hit that, that'd be amazing. João Pedro or Evan Nilsson? Evan Nilsson for me. No hits for me. No hits for me. It's what we do, Mr. Was Up. That is what we do. Sorry, Atizam. I didn't see you. You weren't there, mate. I tried, but you weren't there, as you can see. Sorry, bro. It didn't show your message. If you did, I apologise. Absolutely, we'll do a raid when my stream finishes. John, I appreciate that, mate. Who's that, Andy? Bally, if you go on my channel, there is a free hit draft video. I made a whole video on it. So if you look at my channel, you can watch my my free hit draft video if you fancy it. How are we doing for likes? We're nearly there. We're nearly there for more team reviews, I think. 278. Nearly there. Football chat box. We'll have a look, mate. We'll have a look. Cheetos, my pleasure, man. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I think I would M416. I wouldn't even. I'd go into this week with 8. With 10 players if you needed to, because I just don't think this game week is all that exciting. I just don't think there's that many exciting fixtures this week, to the point where I'd just be absolutely hitting out of my eyeballs to get players in. I just don't think it's the week to do that. Just my opinion, but I would free hit 34. I didn't go with Haaland, no. I went without him in the end. I went without him. I think this team is pretty strong, though. Surely you got to think this team is pretty strong. I'd start Timber, Hussein. Should I take -4 for Dango? Starting 11, Pickford, Kirkes. No, I wouldn't take the hit. No need to take the hit. I'd probably get rid of Murphy, Samuel, if it were me, but the rest of the other 3 are difficult. And Trent as well, actually. Trent's injured, mate, so I'd consider getting rid of Trent. He's not going to be back. He's done his ankle. I think Trent's going to be out for a little while. Might be back by the end of the season, but I don't think he's going to be back anytime soon. M416, I've answered that. I've got Dango and Nwaneri on the field. Will they start? Dango will. Not sure about Nwaneri, but I'm not sure Dango's worth a transfer. Best mid under 5.2, Munetzi, mate. If I don't have a wild card, is there any strategy I should follow? Well, be prepared for... What other ships have you got available? -4, Whistler to Evan Nilsson. Absolutely not. Don't do that. Don't do it. You didn't hear. How could you not hear? You sent 3 messages in the last minute when I answered the question. I said it all depends on who you're taking out. Best free hit team. Again, I've answered that question. There's a video on my channel. There's literally a video on my channel where I spend 10 minutes talking about it, mate. If you're gonna ask a question in the chat, at least listen to the answer. That'd be good. Just got priced out of both Haaland and Evan Nilsson. Who should I bring in? Just don't get Haaland, mate. Just don't get Haaland. No, this isn't my free hit team. I've made a video about it. People are going to keep asking me about my free hit now, aren't they? Gameweek 30 will be interesting, but I think my team's looking all right. Captain Clivert, Wood or Bruno? That is the question. Be an RC. Be an RC. I do seem a bit on edge, don't I? Trust me, I'm not RC. Thank you, Out of Music School. I appreciate that. Too many team reviews, yeah, maybe. Sorry, guys, if I was a bit RC then. Is what it is. But come on, if you ask me a question, the least you could do is listen. That's what I'm hoping happens, Cheetos. I think there's a good chance that happens, to be honest. Not enough team reviews, it would appear. Speaking of team reviews, have we hit 300 likes yet? Are we going to do any more? 284, nearly there. I'll be live for another about half an hour, I reckon, and then I'm going to head to the gym. I don't know if Dango will start. I really don't. What does the chat think on Dango? Contemporary, I'm on the fence as to whether that's a good move. In order for that transfer to be worth it, you have to guarantee that Bruno's going to get a return. John, I don't think I've been that harsh on the chat, though. It's not like I've insulted anyone, you know? I think it's all good. If anyone's offended by that, so be it. No, I don't think I'm going to go Palmer to Bruno. I just don't see the need. I'm quite content with the team. Brooks to start over Dango, yeah, probably. That's what I thought. It's just is what it is, isn't it? Best goalkeeper to buy right now, Sells, mate. Next week I'd say Dean Henderson, but right now I'd say Sells. Should I buy Vardy for my free hit? No, I wouldn't do it. I like Gibbs White. Yeah, he's decent. The form Bruno's on, I think it'd be worth taking a risk. Fair enough. Not for me, though. By the way, there's another thing I need to plug as well. If you fancy follow me on Instagram, so you can check out my, I don't know, if you're interested in what I get up to outside of FPL and my swimming and stuff, it's the same handle as my Twitter, at GoldenGoalFF. If you fancy giving me a follow, I'd really appreciate that. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram there. Wildcard Gameweek 30 to get Haaland in for Leicester. No, not worth it. I think you wait until 31 because you don't know what the doubles look like. Best captain out of Clivert or Wood. Yeah, it's tough, but I think you can see by my team my decision. Can a mod put that link? What link? Yes, John. There are almost definitely people that have multiple FPL teams. Almost certainly people that have multiple teams. Is better on penalties? That's a good question. Oh, right. It linked to my Instagram. Yeah, I'll crack it in the chat. Who wants to drop me a follow? I'd appreciate that. There you go. No, you're not allowed to have multiple teams. It's against the rules, but I'm sure people do. People don't really care about the rules, do they? In fact, there have already been lots of people that have multiple teams and been banned for it as well. Did you do your assistant manager? Yes, I did. I played it on David Moyes, Unai Emery, and Glasner, and I got like 54 points from it, I think. My next chip will be Gameweek 31 when I play my wild card, and I'd get rid of Trent because I think he's out for a couple of months. I think I'd get Trent out. If you need to sell him, I'd sell him. I play with 10 men, TMG, I think. If you're bringing in a goalkeeper for a hit, you have to guarantee that they're going to get a return for the hit to be worth it. Love that, Andy. Love that. Closing in on 300 likes, are we? 5 more team reviews it is. Time for me to get frustrated again. Here we go. I'm assuming we've got 300 likes at this point. Thank you, everyone. This is by far and away the best deadline stream for numbers that I've ever done. No, stop with the IDs. Doesn't work like that. You have to wait for my message. Anyone that does an ID from this point onwards is disqualified. We do it democratically, so everyone has a chance. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Stopped. A Tizam. Anything after A Tizam, 8 Sam will not get reviewed, I'm afraid. Jamie Hale. What's going on? Here I would do Trent to Guardiola and Cunha. Could you get Haaland in here? I think you could. I think you can go straight to Haaland here. I've got an idea. Haaland, where is he? Where's Haaland? What? Yeah, get Haaland in. And then you've got free. Oh, you don't have enough. Okay. Okay, I'd get Evan Nilsson in then. I'd get Evan Nilsson and Guardiola in for Trent and Cunha. That's what I'd do. And then you've got loads in the bank. Selma. Yes, this is interesting. I think you're almost definitely going to have like 10 players here. I think I'd do... Get rid of Michael Keane. I think Keane's got to go. Who's that? Is he a forward? Is he a midfielder? He's a midfielder, isn't he? Close. I would probably do Trent to Guardiola and this guy, whoever that is, to Bruno. That's what I'd consider. McQueith? 288721. I'll make this do for team reviews after this as well. 2 transfers. Gakpo to Evanilson. Hall to Guardiola. Gakpo to Evanilson. Hall to Guardiola. Yep. Bench. Ooh, actually, would I do that? I think I'd just do Gakpo to Evanilson, actually, and bench Salah. Yeah, just do Gakpo to Evanilson. Finally, 8 is out. 612. Thank you, Harmony, for all the modding. I appreciate that. Here I would do Cunha to Wood, Trent to Guardiola, Rodgers. Let's see how much money we have in the bank if we do that. I think you might be able to buy Bruno Fernandes here. So I do Trent to Guardiola. Cunha to Wood. Can you get Bruno in? No. No, you can't. 6.8 for a midfielder. Take your pick of midfielders, mate. I'll leave that up to you. Take your pick. Those are your top-ranked midfielders this week. Take your pick. Oh, I got the wrong ID. My apologies, McQueith. My apologies. It is a 1:30 PM deadline. Someone's trolling. I'm going to correct that. It is a 1:30 deadline. Yeah, there you go. Bruno in and Guardiola in, mate. That's what I do. Bruno and Guardiola in. Bench, probably bench Robinson. That's us done for team reviews, I think. Sorry, I'm just checking socials a sec. Thanks everyone for the Instagram follows. If you do want to follow me on Instagram at GoldenGoalFF, feel free. I think we're done with team reviews now, if that's all right, guys. I'm a bit exhausted from looking at everyone's different teams. But yeah, here's me. This site is called Draft Hound. This site is called Draft Hound. Well, the site I was on. This is FPL, obviously. I'll be live for another quarter of an hour or so, and then I'm going to shoot off. I have said, if people want a team review, join as a member or send a super chat, and I will look at your team. But I'm conscious paying money for someone to review your team is quite a big ask for some people, so it's there's no pressure. But if you want to pay me to do it, I'm not going to say no. Good day all, Clive at captain. Fair enough, man. I think I'm on Wood. I think I'm on Wood. Ooh, we got a mod fight going on here. I didn't see what he timed someone out for, to be fair. Best FPL site is FPL Gameweek. There are multiple FPL sites, to be fair, that are useful. Live FPL will tell you your live rank. FPL Gameweek will tell you stuff. FPL.team will tell you there's an unlimited amount of good tools. Kill check, I'd just start Dango, mate. I would definitely just start Dango. Wouldn't worry about it. Should I captain Bruno or Wood? Wood. I think I captain Wood. Yep. Agbadu is an option, mate. Tell you what, we're closing in on 13,000 subscribers as well. That's incredible. Thank you, everyone. So I'm just keeping tabs to see if we've got any leaks. Sorry, I've been a bit silent. Nah, not got anything yet. Up the Villa. Will your sub count... Oh, I'd hope so. I'd hope so, because that either means I do really well on FPL or I got a good number of subscribers. So I'll be very grateful. Not massive on Strand Larson. Got one transfer left. Empty defender slot. Nah, I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Should I transfer Dango out to someone for 10 players or make the defender move? Actually, probably make the defender move. Cheers, Roberto. Yeah, gone for Wood, mate. I could have got Haaland, but I just think this team's better. My team with Haaland would have been 5 at the back, 3 in midfield. Ooh, I just didn't like it. So this is me. And I quite like having Palmer. I think Palmer's going to do all right this week. I've got a feeling. I think Arsenal win the Champions League, you know. I know so some people might sound an outrageous thing to say, but I think they're a tournament team, are Arsenal. They're a bit like, I wouldn't say dirty, but they're like dogged, good defensively. They're a tournament team, are Arsenal. I think they got a chance. Real Madrid got lucky though, didn't they, with that penalty? But yeah, I have backed Arsenal to do quite well in the Champions League this year. I just really like them defensively. PSG, they've actually probably got the best team they've ever had at the moment, haven't they? They were really convincing against Liverpool. I thought they looked really good. Well, I'll let it slide, Grandmaster, and we'll see what happens next time, mate. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, free hitting, but it all depends. I mean, for me, I think Game Week 34 is the best time to use a free hit. If I don't make any transfers for 3 game weeks, we'll have more than 2 transfers. You get up to 5, Freddie, this season. So you can roll up to 5 transfers, which is, I think, pretty strong. Never used to be able to do that, but yeah, you can get up to 5 transfers now. I am so desperate for the loo. I'm gonna have to run to the loo. I'll be 2 minutes. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. I've been live for 2.5 hours. I needed a toilet break. Say a car for an edit. Toyota JZX 100 Chaser. Sick. There's your edit, mate. Clip that up. If anyone didn't know what a JZX 100 Chaser is, quite possibly one of my favourite cars to have ever been made. Look how gangster that is, eh? What a gangster vehicle. I want one of them. Harmony, I'm really sorry to hear that. I don't think it's a chav car, mate. I'll be honest, I don't think the traditional chav could afford a JZX 100 Chaser. I know, Tam, it's outrageous, and I'm really sorry to hear that, Harmony, and yeah, I hope you'll be okay. What's the plan? Have you got a plan? Get a Tesla. Nah, man. They're good cars, like, but I just don't like them. I think they're boring. I know he's not English. We were playing along. Would you take a -4 from... No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I think, well, I wouldn't. But if you bring in a defender or a goalkeeper for a hit, the player you bring in has to return for it to be worth it. It's that simple. Gibbs White or Semenyo? Gibbs White for me. I'd say Gibbs White. What's the best chip strategy if I have all except triple captain? I'd use your assistant manager later on in the season. I would wildcard in 31, bench boost in 33, free hit 34. There you go. Oh, right. I've been live for nearly 3 hours now. We'll do 5 more minutes, guys, if that's all right. You can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be FPL for the final 5 minutes of the stream. I'm going to take my stream off now. My screen off. But yeah, you can ask me anything. It doesn't have to be FPL. Definitely you're cute. Dead end into this week, mate. 100%. 100%. Fish and chips, or I just have fish and chips, mate. Scampi and chips is fish, though, so I don't really understand that. I've got to buy a pair of chinos, mate. That's what I've got to do. Got to try and find a pair of chinos. My task today. I'm from Bristol in the UK, mate. Favourite cuisine that's not standard. How do you define that? Indian for me, if I were to pick one. Yes, Freddie, definitely. Check out Ben Krellin on X for that. Check out good old Ben Krellin. No, mate, I have a flatmate who I probably pissed off this morning. I spoke about that earlier on stream. Fave Indian dish. I really like butter chicken at the moment. I'm loving a bit of butter chicken. Already taken a -8, but still got Dango. Show your team. Bro, we're about to finish the stream. What's your gym goals? So, here we go. I've written 3 down this year. Because I swim as well, so I don't really focus on chest too much. But I want to do 100 kg bench press, the standard. I'm on, genuinely, I'm on 98 at the moment. So I think on a good day, I could probably do it. I want to do 150 on the squat and then a 200 kg deadlift. That's my goals this year. I don't play chess, no. I don't play chess. I just think Arsenal have a chance of winning the Champions League. They're a good tournament team, the way they're set up. Your favourite other sport? Camel, we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at the edit. We'll watch the edit. Should we do that? Let's watch the edit. Have a good game week, John. Swimming, mate. I swim alongside FPL. He's put the edit on his channel, apparently. Right. Well, I don't see an edit, mate. It just says, get trolled. Is that it? Is that the idea? Fine, I've been trolled. I support Bristol City and Man United for my troubles, mate. I've got 2 teams. I would captain Chris Wood. Don't need to spam the chat. Strand Larson. I'm not massive on Strand Larson. Well, you got to post it, mate. You say it's on your channel, but I can't see it. My last request, by the way, would be I'm going to do a raid, if that's all right. If you go raid someone's stream. Let's go raid someone's stream. I'm going to go and find someone. You might have been able to guess. I did go last night, Harmony. I showed up a bit late because I had training before. But I did go. It was a great game. We probably shouldn't have won, really, in hindsight. Do I know? I've heard of Stephen Merchant, but I don't know him personally, no. I know he lives in Bristol. Come on, mate. Have you actually done it yet? I'll have to watch it after the stream. Right, my request, ladies and gents, if you wouldn't mind, is to go and raid FPL MV stream. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Go and say hello to him. And on that note, I really like Max Bird too. I hope he doesn't sign for someone else. On that note, I'm going to shoot off if that's all right. Yeah. like the stream if you haven't already. Please subscribe. Or football chat box. And I will see you later.